Hi, today's date is March 26, 2021. For today's video source inspection, we have a fully refurbished 270S model rinser dryer SRD that we added SMC valves on and replacing the Humphreys. We are following strict COVID-19 protocols at SciTech, so every employee is wearing a mask. I'm just taking mine off to film this video so you can hear me a little better. This customer is located in the Bay Area. I will not be sharing their identity with you, but their PO number so they can identify this tool is 166730. Okay, before we begin, let's open the door. We have nitrogen purging in the bowl. We're working with 6 wafers evenly spaced. The rotor is actually labeled. It says evenly spaced wafers, H-bar out. So we're H-bar out because that's the way the rotor was built. There's been many rotor manufacturers over the year, and they've all done things a little differently. So that's the way we're running it, H-bar out, because we are being instructed to do so. So today I'm going to go over our refurbishment process, our spare parts and service support, as well as list off some other equipment we can provide at SciTech. So we're going to go ahead and start our recipe. And we're in rinse. This will be 30 seconds. Once the 30 seconds are complete, we'll purge the bowl for 10 seconds. And the water, instead of water falling down, will start to swirl. And as the recipe goes on, there will be less and less droplets of water on the window. Okay, so just under 10 seconds in rinse. Every SRD that comes to SciTech for refurbishment goes through the same extensive refurbishment process. First, we take a tool and break it down to the component level. From there, we chemically clean and electropolish all metal parts, as well as inspect all parts for function. So the purge is complete. We're in our dry one, and you see the water droplets starting to swirl. Our dry one is at high RPMs, as while the heaters are heating up, we're trying to sling off as much excess water from the cassette and wafers from our quality rinse as possible. We'll slow it down for dry 2 and really let our heaters work their magic and dry the cassette and wafers. So once all parts are cleaned and inspected for function, that's when we start building head assemblies from the ground floor up. Once the bare SRD head assembly is complete, that's when it's placed into our dry QC checkpoint. In dry QC, we test and inspect the SRD for full function without facilities installed. Once the tool passes this quality control checkpoint, we move to our wet QC checkpoint. This is where we test and inspect the SRD for full function with facilities installed. Okay, just under 30 seconds left in dry 1. We'll be slowing it back down for our dry 2, which will be 240 seconds. Once the tool passes our wet QC checkpoint, it's placed in our final test, which you see before you today. On our YouTube video, you'll see SRDs like this, just the bare head assembly like this customer sent in. You'll see double stacks. You'll see them on the poly cart. And whatever the configuration is that we're going to be providing the customer is what you'll see in the video. So this is how we're shipping it back to the customer, and they'll place it in the poly themselves. So we're slowing down. We're running nice and smooth. We are heating up well. So far, so good. The SRD is running great. Also in final test, in addition to doing our final QC checkpoints, we will also run over 50 various process recipes with different times and speeds. This is what we call burn-in testing, and we do this to ensure that SRDs are ready for plug-and-play installation in our customers' wafer fabs. Lastly, we film a video source inspection. Some customers like to see their tool run before we ship them, so that is always an option. So we have just about 3 minutes left in the recipe. Let's talk about spare parts. SciTech Process Solutions is the worldwide leader in SRD spare parts and service. In addition to semi-tool SRD spare parts and service, which we provide 100% of the spare parts and repairs for, we also own the Vertec SRD product line, as we purchased this from Martech. So if you need any Vertec spare parts or repairs, you can call us at 916-797-9000. Okay, so let's talk about components we repair in addition to our full system refurbs. We repair controllers such as the 101, 102, 228, and 328s, LC4s and LC5 servo amps. We repair motors, which include brushless and brush types, and we also rebalance rotors. The parts I just listed, we can provide in new or refurbished condition. You can visit our website to place a formal RFQ, www.sitechprocess.com, or you can send us an email at sales@sitechprocess.com. Other parts we provide include windows, door seals, start and stop switches, door switches, anti-static modules, N2 heaters, heater blankets, N2 filters, tachometers, rotor stop positioners, solenoid valves, ACR valves, pressure switches. Any part you need, we can provide 100% spare parts and service. Okay, we have just over a minute and a half left in the recipe. Let's talk about equipment. Obviously, we provide refurbished SRDs. We can also provide new SRDs. We have our state-of-the-art Slick Device controller as an option that we own. That's a smart controller and the best on the market. You can see more videos of our company president, Jim Mulaney, doing a demonstration on how to use the Slick Device controller. So, equipment we provide outside of the SRDs mentioned, we also provide Vertec SRDs. I'll throw that in there. We can provide box washers such as HTC 8010, 8020, and 8030. Mask cleaners including the K&S and Ultra T models. Metrology tools including profilometers, ellipsometers, resistivity, and more. We provide barrel ashers and etchers, YES ovens, as well as a variety of microscopes and other equipment. To see our full equipment catalog, visit www.sitechprocess.com because I'm sure there's some equipment that we have that I didn't mention. So we've been running smooth. Heaters are doing great. SRD is wonderful. You can't even see water on the window. I can see 2 minuscule drops of water. So I'm confident the wafers will be dry. We don't want to open our door too early as that can cause damage. We want the rotor stop positioner, the pneumatic piston, also known as the RSP, to fire the rotor into the 12 o'clock position and the door seal to release or deflate all air, which we'll be able to hear. Okay, recipe is complete, but still not safe. Once we're at 75 RPMs, boom, rotor stop positioner fires. And the door seal has now released the air, so it's safe. Let's see how we did. We have warm nitrogen purging into the bowl. Residual droplets of water in the bowl. This is a good thing. You don't want your bowl to be bone dry because that can cause a static, and when you pull out your cassette, you can attract particle. So let's pull out the cassette. Cassette is warm, wafers are completely dry. This was a successful process run of our customer's 270S model spin rinser dryer. We thank you for watching today's video. We'll see you next time.